All right, back at it. Another Rosco Odyssey walk and talk. And today is Sunday, January 5th, 2025. It's about 7:20 in the early morn AM. So this is it. Today is the day. I'm gonna kick this one off real quick with an appearance and an introduction of who Rosco Odyssey really is. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Here we go. Top of the day. So here I am. I'm Rosco Odyssey. My given Christian name is Oscar with a capital O, middle name Gabriel with a capital G, last name Chaidez, capital C. So here it is, folks, 2025, and I know this isn't a live stream, but I'm just kind of trying to give an introduction of who's the voice behind Rosco Odyssey. Let's see, a few things about me as far as born August 11th, 1972, Oakland, California. So been out here all my life. This is where I grew up. The rest of Rosco Odyssey is really kind of it's a creative venture, and hopefully it'll, as I continue to improve it and bring parts of my life story, life experiences, information. Like I say, I don't have manipulations or machinations for you. I got information, ideas, and considerations. So that's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to give you the face of who Rosco Odyssey is. And I'll be back, and we're going to go ahead and do the walk and talk. All right, folks. Thanks. All right, I'm back. Let's kick it off. Going back for a Rosco Odyssey walk and talk. Let's get it. It's a little crisp this morning. Let's get a weather in. Let's get a weather going. Whoop. Let's see here. Sec here. Punch up the weather because it is crispy out here today. Okay, so here we go. Oh, not that one. There we go. All right. Current location, temperature, 42 degrees. It feels like it. It feels like it. The high today, they're saying, being called at 59 degrees. Temperature with the low at 42 degrees, which is pretty much where it's at right now, and it feels that way. Air quality index, we're looking at 30, which is a good rating. UVI or ultraviolet index at 0. I don't know how accurate that is, but okay, go with that. We got wind at 2 miles per hour with gusts of about 3 miles per hour. Coming out of the northeast, directional at 55 degrees. We had the sunrise this morning at 07:23 and the sunset at 17:04. No rain in the forecast here today. However, it is notated expecting rain within the next 10 days. We got good visibility at 8 miles, 93% humidity. And then for the moon phase, it's a waxing crescent with 35% illumination, 11:05 moonrise, next full moon in 8 days. Okay, and we got atmospheric pressure at about 30.31 in 8 Hg. And like I say, that's a mercury rating in mercury. So there it is. That's the local weather. That's what's going on right now. So get this walk and talk in. So I gave you a brief introduction. You see the face behind Rosco Odyssey. I just wanted to get that going. That's a New Year. As I move along, I'd like to break into a live stream eventually. Do something like that. I kind of like to be on locations at different locales. Usually just doing like this. get that early morning walk, and it's a crispy one. So what to talk about today? Talking about let's see. I'll give you a little more. Let's see. I can't say this has turned into I don't know if this is not really a job. A job. But I think, like I say, I do this because I got a voice, got some life experience. I want to share it out. If it, you never know. It could be of helpful. Might be entertaining. Maybe give you a laugh. Great. Controversial. I don't know. I mean, I'm just talking about stuff that I've gone through. I might hit on current events every now and again. I do that sometimes. Haven't done it too much. Like I said, I said that's my given Christian name now. Now, mind you, I'm baptized Catholic, so excuse me. I don't know where that puts me in the mix as far as the whole Christian realm, but I'm not really a practicing Catholic, so I more or less read the Bible. I read my Bible, pray, fast. So I guess that's what I'll get into, because just not really having to overcome certain things in life. So, in my situation, my life story, didn't have parents growing up. My mom passed when I was 12. So at that point, and then my father was out of the picture, I don't know, maybe by the time I was 5. So there's some challenges there, and you grow up, and fortunately I had family that was kind and caring enough to look out and look over me, watch over me, and then by the time I was 18, I was pretty much venturing out on my own. But it's not like I went far. I mean, I kept it local. That's the term I use, keeping it local. Let's see. So overcoming stuff. So as I grew up, I really didn't, like I said, wasn't a practicing Catholic for a time when I was younger. Family would go to church and, fish fillet Fridays and all that stuff. And then, graduated high school, got my own little place. Didn't make it. Went back home. then went back out. That was it. And after that, I didn't look back, working, trying to get a degree, a college degree, educations. And I just kept plugging away. So overcoming, what this was really about is overcoming, like how I use the Bible to help me overcome addictions. Didn't really get into the drug life and mess around with that stuff. Just, I don't know, man, just it had to do with just seeing my mom, how she passed away, and I didn't mess with it. So, but alcohol was pretty much, I was kind of a functional drunk, I would say, functional alcoholic, if that's even a thing. I mean, I don't know, because I had put out a video on why I kicked it. I said that's it, but it was a process, and the Bible was a big part of that. For me personally, the Bible was a big part of that process. The next big thing I think that I focused on overcoming and getting away from was porn. I mean, I was just like, I never had stuff, because I got kids. I mean, I never had stuff like that around the house. I mean, but when the internet popped, damn, you can dial that up like it's like chiclets, man. I mean, so, but it was a matter of time. I put myself, I put my game face on and got into the Word, and the Word, once you get into it, you could go different ways with it, but it definitely put a conviction on my heart to be like, hey, I got to I got to work in the log on my own eye. I got to make some corrections in my life. And it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, but I'm thankful that I've been able to kick those things, and like I say, just get on with life and do other things, because I got other goals. I got ideas, man. I've got other ideas, man. Got other goals. I was working for a air freighter for quite a while. I basically got let go from that job after about 19 years of service there. I had an option to go back, but I didn't go back. I just stepped away. And then I worked for another company, a utility. That was a pretty good gig. But for one reason or another, I always found myself either being too opinionated or told to just shut and don't just go to work. I guess, and that was once the health pandemic or crisis, COVID, whatever you want to call it, once that went down, I was kind of like the first one out the door, because I got into it with the whole mask thing. Not violently or anything like that, but I think I called somebody a face mask Nazi, and the whole thing just kind of went downhill after that. So let's see. So we got into some overcoming things with the Bible. Like I said, it puts a conviction on your heart to make some life changes, and do that. But it is a work in progress. It's not. I always think cold turkey. Nah, you do it cold turkey. I think you can make the decision cold turkey, straight up. Like, I ain't doing it no more. I ain't doing it. I don't do that no. I don't mess with that stuff. But then you got to work at it after that. So it's reading, being in the Word, praying, you know, and keeping a positive attitude for sure, you know, because I still don't think, I think that even if you're a faithful Bible believer, I mean, I don't know that life is like supposed to be. I kind of feel like it's a pressure cooker, you know, in a way. For some it's a little bit more pressure than others, but you know, we got tools out there that we can use to help us along in life. And you know, sometimes we get the message and sometimes we don't. And for those of us that have the capability to get the message, then it's a matter of choosing to accept it, and then it's a matter of putting it into action. And that's a challenge. That is a challenge. So all right, so we got that one going. We got that one kind of, hopefully that's kind of squared up. Far as, like I said, my work scenarios and work situations. Yeah, I've worked with some good employers, and they provided all my work experiences have provided me with some opportunities. Maybe I kind of blew some things. I gotta take responsibility for that. That's on me. But I could say this: I never did anything malicious, violent, anything like that. No. So, you know, it was just a matter of in this last couple jobs, it was kind of a matter of, you know, maybe attitude. Maybe I didn't have the right attitude, you know, for certain things. Like being told I got to wear a mask. I mean, I guess I didn't have the right attitude for that. Not that I wasn't willing, but I was definitely questioning it. Let's see. Then the last, had a couple cool odd jobs in between that, you know, working with some plumbing outfits. Got some experience in the plumbing game. That's a good skill. I started to build skills though in my even kind of in my early 30s. After my son was born, I went back to college and took up welding and that sort of thing. So I got a little bit of experience with welding. I don't consider myself a welder, but I know the processes and I could do the work, you know. I won't be the quickest guy out there though, because like I said, I don't do it all the time. So I don't have that muscle memory built into the processes. But so yeah, I'm a bit of a craftsman in that way. I really like those things as far as building stuff and metal work and woodwork, leather work, gunsmithing. I mean, it's all really interesting stuff to me. Yeah. So anyways, I got on with a couple plumbing outfits, did that for a while. Then I got on with another utility. And I guess I kind of put my foot in my mouth because so I do the Rosco Odyssey walks. I'm basically telling a life story. I know it's on YouTube and it's a public forum and stuff, so you know, I do my best to keep it cool, not be vulgar, you know. But I was in the last utility I worked for. I was in a meeting and we were at break and everybody was chopping it up, telling stories. So I'm telling my story, and I said, niggas gone wild. And everybody looked at me, 'cause I'm the new guy. Everybody looked at me like, what this guy said? Get this mother. Yeah, I wasn't calling nobody a name. I wasn't insulting nobody. I I just said a word, and I guess it just set somebody off, set some people off. One dude looked at me, man, he said, say that one more time. Say that one more time, I'll get your ass fired. I was like, okay. Had a little talk with the boss, and about a week later, had another little talk with the boss, and that was it. So now I'm kind of, like I say, man, I grew up in this area where it's a lot of different cultures and creeds, and maybe I guess maybe sometimes I feel I don't know, I don't really feel threatened by people if like I said, I don't have no ill feeling towards others. Even, we don't have to agree on stuff. I ain't gotta like you, but I ain't gotta hate you either. So that's just but again, that's on me. That's on me. So there's no hard feelings. I let bygones be bygones. I'm okay with that. Life goes on. So with all those things that went down, I kind of find myself doing the Rosco Odyssey walk and talk, and I'm sharing that out because I think maybe some of those things will be helpful. And I just think of myself as the average Joe, more or less. I'm a guy out there, trying to make it happen, make a living, make an earning. That's something though that I don't, I'm not trying to mess with nobody's money like that, but I guess when you're perceived as maybe you don't go along to get along, people can mess with your money. So if that's the perception, well, that's just what it is. That's a perception. That's not necessarily reality, So there it is, folks. It's a pretty peaceful early morning out here. Man, got the sun breaking through. Greenery. This I always like this coming up to school here. This was a nice campus to just kind of do your studies and learn a little something. I learned a little something. Here. It was a good time, man. I made it here, so I didn't do too bad. I wasn't the best student or the brightest student, but I've managed to move along, keep it moving. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it there for today, folks. Another Rosco Odyssey walking and talking. If you got this far, thanks for listening.